Alright, so in less than 24 hours time, we are going to be getting the mid-month banner reveal, and as always, we are here to predict what the characters might actually be, or the banner itself. And as always, we're going to get the prediction wrong. So whatever I say, it's not happening. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. But at the same time, you lads can join in too. In the comments below, let me know your prediction for this upcoming mid-month banner. And if you get any of the characters right, I will give you lads a quick shout out in tomorrow's video when we do react to the mid-month banner reveal. Now, in this particular situation, as always when it comes to mid-month banners, we are in a very weird situation, especially right now, because what we have here, obviously with the most recent end of month banner being 1000 Year Blood War, our first new anime set of characters, we're now in a situation where we don't know how often these characters are going to release. For the most part, 1000 Year Blood War looks to be on a 2-month period, like every 2 months we get a new banner. We had a 1000 Year Blood War banner at the end of month of July, and then we had another round at the end of month of September. So every 2 or so months is the normal release schedule. Prior to this, when we had the old 1000 Year Blood War banners, it was like every 3 months, and then back in 2020, it was every single end of month banner was a 1000 Year Blood War banner. This was hype as hell, but my god lads, it was rough on our orbs. And in hindsight, we know why they did that. They were rushing to get them all out because the license was expiring, so they had to get them out by 2020, because the second 2021 started, we didn't get a single new 1000 Year Blood War character. So my point is, as of right now, we just don't know how often they're going to release these 1000 Year Blood War banners. Is it going to be every single end of month, and they're going to give us characters that we see in the episodes that we get throughout the entire month? Or are they going to do, for the first time ever, give us a 1000 Year Blood War mid-month banner? And that's actually going to be my first prediction. I think it's the most unlikely one, but I do want to mention it just in case. A mid-month banner, 1000 Year Blood War themed, based off of episode 1, giving us the characters we didn't get in this particular banner. So who exactly could we potentially get? Well, obviously, looking at this banner, there is one character that unfortunately is missing, and that is Aaroniero. That's honestly the biggest disappointment about this particular banner, is that this was an anime return banner. It features 3 characters from the anime, and Aaroniero wasn't included. And maybe K-Lab knew they weren't going to do that, and that's why they gave us Aaroniero for the mid-month banner, the Soul Society one, which I do like the Aaroniero, but it's kind of unfortunate that they didn't include Aaroniero, and it would have been the perfect banner to reintroduce the characters, especially after watching episode 1. All 4 characters got reintroduced, so maybe, again, for a mid-month banner, we could get a new Aaroniero, despite us, yes, getting one last month. We get a 1000 Year Blood War mid-month banner with the Aaroniero in the new anime style, and then alongside her, who else could they add? Well, I guess the other 2 characters, and this is my personal hope, is that it's going to be Ryunosuke and also Shino. So a 3-character mid-month banner, 1000 Year Blood War themed, Shino, Ryunosuke, and also Aaroniero. Aaroniero would pretty much carry the banner, and it would be her, anime character to fit the Karakura gang, and then Shino and Ryunosuke can get their first and potential only characters. Because obviously, no spoilers for those that haven't seen the anime, Ryunosuke and also Shino really don't have any, big part in this entire arc. Their biggest part was basically what we just saw in episode 1. They are introduced to reintroduce us back to the Karakura gang, the main characters. Now, of course, the anime could change that, but I doubt they're going to have that big of a role. And it's kind of unfortunate, but when it comes to BBS with the anime running alongside it now, I really want these unpopular characters that would basically never get a 1000 Year Blood War version, because prior to this anime release, all the 1000 Year Blood War characters are popular characters that had a big moment in the arc. So with the anime out now, I feel like this is a good opportunity to give us some of those less popular characters, like the Tres Bestia, for example, like Ryunosuke and also Shino, and I think a Aaroniero, Ryunosuke, and Shino banner would make for a pretty exciting mid-month banner. And pretty much this is the only time they could give us a Shino and also Ryunosuke, because after this episode, they're now basically irrelevant. So that's going to be my first prediction, but I don't think it's the likely one. Again, that's kind of just wishful thinking. Second prediction is actually going to be a seasonal banner. So what we have here is basically last year's banner. So this time last year, we got Ryuka, Yukio, and Jackie. So we have seen that previously. Mid-month October banners can be a premium banner. We'll talk about that in a minute. We also had the Bruno banner. I don't see us getting a Burn the Witch banner this year. This is normally the time we would get a Burn the Witch banner, around October, November, December. That could still happen, but they haven't announced the 4th round, right? And then last year, October's end of month was also a Safri banner. So we could see the same thing happen this year. End of month could be another Spirits Off Overview banner. At the same time, it could be a 1000 Year Blood War banner, potentially with Kyogre and Iban, because at that point, Kyogre and also some of the other stun raiders would be introduced in the anime. It'd be a good time to, sell those characters in-game. So since end of month is likely to be a limited banner like Safri or 1000 Year Blood War, that potentially gives us a reason to get a Halloween banner for October, because because obviously October is Halloween season, obviously is the end of the month, but we have seen in the past that mid-month October can be a Halloween banner. Now, it hasn't been like that for a few years now, but we have seen, especially in, this particular year, is that Caleb are going back to the old routes to a certain extent, giving us banners that haven't happened before for a very long time. At the start of the year, we had a Lunar New Year banner. That was the first time they've done that. And then in March, more particularly, we had a White Day banner, again, something they haven't done for a few years, and also Cacao Society, a seasonal banner that we thought was basically done with. So maybe we could see the return of a Halloween banner, maybe another Spirit Society banner. There was also a sub-story that was recently implemented about this particular event, so this could be a good time to, of course, give us a Halloween-themed banner as a mid-month banner. Whether that's a Spirit Society banner or an actual seasonal banner is actually unknown. Because again, if we go back here, when was the last time we actually had a seasonal banner? Back in 2019. That was the last time we had a Halloween banner, and that's what we would see here. There was normally two types of Halloween banners for October, which is kind of funny. End of month would be the Spirit Society banner, and then the mid-month October would be the traditional Halloween banner. And I like Spirit Society. I think it's one of the better seasonals in the game, but I'm getting kind of bored of it. We've gotten a lot of Spirit Society characters, and I kind of just don't care anymore. So maybe I'm in the minority here, but I'm kind of hoping for an actual Halloween type of themed banner. Not a Spirit Society, an actual Halloween character of our favorite Bleach characters dressing up in Halloween themed outfits. It's been basically 3 years now since we've last received a banner like this, and I think some of these outfits are cool. I mean, this time in 2019 we had this particular banner, and then in 2018 we had this type of banner here with the pop star type of banner. So I kind of hope they do something similar with that. So that's my second prediction, a Halloween themed banner, but who are the characters going to be? Realistically, I have no idea. It's hard to guess, but I'm going to throw out 3 popular names just to try and play it safe. My first prediction is going to be Barragan. That's wishful thinking. I think Barragan, Aaroniero, and also any Espada, Melspard, even Zamari to a certain extent, would make for a very fun seasonal character, especially Halloween themed. But Barragan is the perfect character for that. So that's my first prediction. My second prediction could be Halibo. Halibo is a popular female character. It's not that I really wanted to get a seasonal character, but normally they like to throw in these popular characters, and Halibo does have a lot of seasonals, so just keeping up with the habit that Caleb do, let's just throw in a Halibo, and to round up the banner, let's get a stock. Let's make this a Halloween Espada themed banner. Obviously, I would love for Aaroniero to get included, but I think that's highly, highly unlikely. So that's basically my second prediction. Again, I don't think it's likely, but that's just what I'm going with right now. And then for my third prediction, I'm going to go with a premium banner. Now, what the biggest question here is, what characters are they going to do? Because keep in mind, we're getting the 1000 Year Blood War anime. They are going to give us characters eventually. Whether it's 2 weeks from now, a month, or 2 months from now, we are going to get more 1000 Year Blood War characters that appear in the particular episodes. So, I don't want to say, oh, mid-month is going to be a TLA Kenpachi, but then Kenpachi is scheduled potentially to get a new character at the end of the year. Because obviously we do know, if you read the final arc, Kenpachi's going to have a big moment around episode 10, and they're very likely to implement that into the game as a 1000 Year Blood War character. So I don't feel like they're going to give him a character now, because they know they're going to give him a character in potentially a month or 2. In addition to that, I feel like maybe giving us a character or characters that don't do much in the first 12 episodes is going to be the smart thing to do here. So I guess my prediction is going to be a Visored banner. That's what I'm seeing right now, because we have seen that they are doing some Visored characters. We have the Rose he got. We have the Rose he had an arena character. And then we also had this end of month banner with a new Love, Shinji, and Lisa. So there are a few more Visors that need to get remakes, and I feel like this would be the perfect set of premium characters that are somewhat still hype, don't conflict with what character we're about to get at the end of the year for the 1000 Year Blood War arc, and it also kind of potentially finishes up some of the other characters, because right now we have 4 Visors that have received remakes, so this could be a good chance for us to get a Hiyori, a Mashiro, and also a Kensei or a Hachigen. It really depends on what they want to do. I'm not really too sure. So my prediction, I guess, for if it's a premium banner, it's going to be Mashiro, Kensei, and also Hiyori. That's my prediction. But with that said, lads, that's basically the video for today. I think this was a bit longer than it intended to be, but, hopefully I was able to make my predictions quite clear. So, yeah, if it's a 1000 Year Blood War banner, Ryunosuke, Shino, and also Orihime. If it's a seasonal banner, I'm going to assume it's going to be a Halloween type of themed banner, which, again, is something that we haven't had in, basically 3 or so years. So let's just go with it in a Sparta themed banner, Barragan, Haribo, and also Stark. And then if it's a premium banner, maybe they're going to try and finish up the Visors, giving us a new Hiyori, Kensei, and also Mashiro. But with that said, that's my prediction. In the comments below, let me know yours, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the reveal of the new mid-month banner.